Hello everyone and welcome back to Old Iron Farm Toys. Today we got another model review, as you can honestly probably tell. But today we're going to be taking a look at a farm equipment brand I don't think we really made many reviews on. But we're going to be reviewing this white here today. This is the 4-2-10 from the National Farm Toy Museum. This is a prestige model, or not, doesn't really say anything about being a prestige, but it is more of a collector's model, not really made for kids' toy. But we're going to be taking a look at this today. So, just to give you guys a base price, one of these is going to cost you around 35 to 40 bucks. I paid 30 for mine. So you can get them for about 30 to 40 bucks, depending on what toy seller. There was a black chase unit too. So if you see that black chase unit for less than, I'd say 40, less than 100 bucks, that's probably a pretty good deal because there's not many chasers made. 10% of the production are normally chasers, and there's not a ton of these normally made. There's only about a couple hundred of these National Farm Toy Museums made. So, without further ado, let's get a look at this. Now, it does come in a really nice package. Got the white on there. National Farm Toy Museum. Came out in 2024, so this came out last year. I've been wanting to get me a white four-wheel drive for a bit now, and now just got one, because we used to have a white, was a 4.2 or 4.150, I believe, so we had that for a few years, and I kind of miss that tractor now, but it is what it is. But I'll get this open and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, so after 25 million minutes of trying to get this thing out, we finally got it out. And I gotta say, this is a sharp looking unit here. I have a few other 1/64th scale whites. Most of them are like the later, like 90s whites, so the newer ones. But this is a sharp looking tractor. Now, White started building four-wheel drives in the early 60s, I believe. They became a company in the late 60s, early 70s, White Farm Equipment. So, and then White Farm Equipment bought out Oliver, Minneapolis Moline, and Cockshut, which ruined those companies because White sold to Agco in, I believe, the 90s, and it became Agco White. So yeah, White kind of didn't really do the best, because Oliver, so like when White owned Oliver and Minneapolis Moline, there was still the Oliver and Minneapolis Moline, those names still existed on the White tractors, or those names still existed, but when White sold, or White didn't keep those names on the tractors for long, so. But anyways, enough talking. Let's get into this. Starting off at the front. We'll zoom in here. But we do have a white logo, as well as some headlights, and that grill fuel cap. You got your motor. Let me see here. What does this really look like? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these had Cummins for motors. But 4-2-10, nice decal on there. On top, the hood. You guys can't see that. There you go. Got the hood on top, as well as your water cap. Your flashers on the front of the cab, flashers on the back, and your rear working headlights. Field Boss on the back of the window. Clean looking cab interior. You do have some nice looking tires as well. Got your step for getting up. Why is there a big old piece of hair? There, got it off. So that looks really nice. We got nice looking decal. Nice shiny looking paint. National Farm Toy Museum 2024 on top. Move to the back here. You got your rear fenders, your 3-point, and your top link, as well as your nice big hitch on the back, which is going to allow you to hook up. It might be a little big, but it allows you to hook up some nice big implements. So I do like that. Don't really have anything else. It's kind of right in the area, but yeah. Back tires look nice. Fenders got the caps. Maybe those. No, those aren't fuel tanks. Yeah, maybe they were. No, I don't think those were the fuel tanks. But we got white farm equipment on the back of the cab as well. So yeah, pretty clean looking tractor. Here's a size comparison. Here is the W, or the Wagner. So there's your comparison. Kind of size comparison. These whites weren't known as big 4-wheel drives. Like everyone else just had big 4-wheel drives. White didn't really make a big 4-wheel drive. They made a big 4-wheel drive, but it wasn't like as beefy. Like Harvester, for example, it was tall. These whites were long, but they weren't really big. So yeah, something I really like about these little whites. There's something different about them. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, leave a like, consider subscribing. Really nice toy. Really like the detail on it. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't know what farm shows I'm heading to next, but hey, we will see. 2026 has got some good ones coming up, and there might be a few more later on this year, but I highly doubt it. Farm show season is coming to an end. But anyways, thanks for watching. Go check out my Facebook page now, Old Iron Farm Toys on Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook, but I'm not the one that runs it. My mom. I just send pictures and do all the videos and all that. My mom just posts it. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Old Iron Farm Toys out.